Jokes about life. A 45-year-old woman had a heart attack and was immediately transported to the hospital. While she was in surgery, she had a supernatural, near-death experience. She met God and asked him, "Has my time come?" He answered, "No, you have 43 years, 2 months and 8 more days to live." After she recovered, the woman decided to stay in hospital and do plastic surgery on her face, liposuction, breast enlargement and abdominal fat removal. She also called a hairstylist to change her hairstyle and an orthodontist to perform a euro teeth lifting, a euro trademark. She figured, if she had so much time in front of her, she should live the best way possible. After her last plastic surgery, and not until she has recovered, she wore a new dress with matching heels, left the hospital, went across the street, and an ambulance run over here a euro. While crossing the gates to heaven, she reached God and demanded to know what happened. "You told me I had 43 more years. Why didn't a euro trademark you save me from the ambulance?" And he answered, "I didn't a euro trademark recognize you." Dirty jokes. One day, while Sue was cleaning under the bed, she found a small box. Curious, she opened it and found 3 eggs and $10,000. A little bit suspicious, she confronted her husband of 20 years about it. "Oh, that," Frank said. "Every time I cheated on you, I put an egg in this box." Sue was a bit unhappy about this, but figured that 3 affairs over 20 years wasn't so bad. But what about the $10,000? "Every time I got a dozen, I sold them." Black humor jokes. A funeral service is held for a woman who just passed away. As the pallbearers carry the casket out, they accidentally bump into a wall. They hear a faint moan. They open the casket and find that the woman is actually alive. She lives for 10 more years and then dies. They have another funeral for her. At the end of the service, the pallbearers carry out the casket. As they are walking, the husband cries out, "Watch out for the wall." Chuck Norris jokes. Some Magicans can walk on water, Chuck Norris can swim through land. Dirty jokes. A man took his pregnant wife to the hospital. The doctor looked her over and told them it would be a rather difficult delivery. He offered to let the couple try an experimental procedure. The woman would be connected to a machine that would transfer part of the pain to the father of the baby, thus reducing her own. The man quickly agreed. The doctor warned him, though, that there was a slight bug in the machine that caused it to amplify the pain sent to the father by 10 times, and if the pain became too much for to bear, would he please let the doctor know. The doctor turned on the machine and watched the man. The man said he felt absolutely fine and he could take more. The doctor turned the dial up to 40, 60, 80, and finally 100% of the pain, times 10. The woman delivered the baby painlessly, and the doctor stared at the man, astonished at how he could not even flinch with that much pain brought upon him. The couple took the new baby home. There, on the front step, the mailman lay dead. Lawyer jokes. NASA was interviewing professionals to be sent to Mars. Only one could go, and couldn't a euro trademark return to Earth. The first applicant, an engineer, was asked how much he wanted to be paid for going. $1 million, €1 he answered, €1 because I want to donate it to MIT. €1. The next applicant, a doctor, was asked the same question. He asked for $2 million. €1 I want to give $1 million to my family, €1 he explained, €1 and leave the other $1 million for the advancement of medical research. €1. The last applicant was a lawyer. When asked how much money He whispered in the interviewer a euro trademark ear, a euro $3 million a euro. A euro why so much more than the others a euro asked the interviewer. The lawyer replied, a euro if you give me $3 million, I a euro trademark LL give you $1 million, I a euro trademark LL keep $1 million, and we a euro trademark LL send the engineer to Mars a euro. Dirty jokes. A boy watches his mum and dad having x. He ask, what are you doing? His dad replies, making you a brother or sister. Boy say, do her d*gg style I want a puppy. Sex jokes. A man and woman had been married for 30 years, and in those 30 years, they always left the lights off when having sex. He was embarrassed and scared that he couldn't please her, so he always used a big dildo on her. All these years, she had no clue. One day, she decided to reach over and flip the light switch on, and saw that he was using a dildo. She said, I knew it, asshole, explain the dildo. He said, explain the kids. Black humor jokes. A guy is walking along the beach, when he sees a woman with no arms and no legs, lying on the sand, crying. He walks over to her and asks what's wrong. I've never been hugged before, she says. Thinking this is a simple enough request, the man hugs her. She soon starts crying again. He again asks what's wrong, and she replies, I've never been kissed before. The man again complies with her wishes and gives her a romantic kiss. She starts crying again, and the man, slightly irritated, asks what's her problem. I've never been fucked before, she says. So he picks her up and throws her in the ocean and says, there, now. You're fucked. Chuck Norris jokes. No matter how fast you run, Chuck Norris will always walk faster.